Hey everybody, and welcome to Podcarts, episode 1. Podcarts is a response to the heavily scripted and over-edited videos that are abundant on YouTube right now, and a step away from AI-generated content, and focus more on kind of my unfiltered thoughts and real human thoughts of games, both new and old, of whatever I'm playing at the moment. So drop a subscribe if that's something you're down for. Today we're talking about Pokemon Pokopia. I don't love the name. I find it kind of hard to say and sell to people. But this is a game very similar to Dragon Quest Builders. I think it's by the same dev team. I'm not 100% sure if that's completely true, but I know that they were involved at the very least. And I'm about 15 hours in. I have been taking it pretty slow, to be honest with you. I have not gotten very far. This is about the third area, and I'm probably about halfway through the story of this area. So 15 hours is a lot for me to play a game. I don't have a lot of time, and I want to play a lot of games, so I'm surprised I've played as much as I have. I went and checked my hours played just before starting this and was quite shocked. Yeah, 15 hours, and I've got basically nothing done. So that tells you kind of just how slow and how at your own pace you can take this game. I really think that the setup of this game is absolutely brilliant. So effectively, I don't know what's going on or why, but all the humans are gone. I'm singing Flight of the Conchords, the humans are dead in my head. Looks like there's just been a nuclear fallout that's going down, and all the Pokemon are coming back, kind of trying to bring the humans back as well. You're a ditto, as you can look at. You can spin here and whoosh, look, you're all flabby, and you can use like transform on stuff. I think that's really fun, and you kind of remember what your trainer looks like, and that's you designing your character. So I think that the setup for this game is just brilliant. And that made it very easy to kind of get into. I do care about what happens, and I kind of want to solve this mystery. The thing that I love most about this game, and there are some major flaws that we'll discuss in this, but what I love most so far is just the audio design of this game is phenomenal. So I don't know how well you'll be able to pick it up on the actual recording of this video, but me staring at this waterfall, I can hear it crashing down in front of me, and going up and around this corner into this hallway. You hear the echo of the waterfall crashing in, and the echo of all your footsteps, and just how the audio changes depending on the materials that are around. I've been super impressed with. It also has this great orchestral score that I just am loving. You can feel the texture of all the instruments and the strings being plucked, and that feels great to my ears. It makes me very, very happy, and I find that the music itself is incredibly relaxing. It kind of gets me just sitting there and just listening sometimes. As you can see me running around, not actually doing much. I'm just soaking in that music. But on top of that, the audio feedback of actually doing things, such as plucking. We've got all this, all this wheat that we can get now. The actual audio feedback of picking stuff up and completing things. Oh, it feels so good. What am I doing? We can just do this. So that's been great. That's been really, really fun and enjoyable. That being said, I have not found the game itself very relaxing. I'm sure other people will. I'm sure other people will be like, this is it. This is my perfect idea of this. I think the hot buzzword right now is cozy game. It's certainly not for me. I'm loving the game, don't get me wrong, but there is just way too much to do. As somebody who played pretty much all of the Animal Crossings as they've been coming out, I sunk a couple hundred hours in 2020 to whatever that one was, but like New Leaf, especially on the 3DS, and Wild World, I think that was either the DS or the Wii. I played the crap out of those games. And this is very different to that. There is constantly something that is grabbing your attention and constantly another task that needs to be done. So whether it's this Dartrix over here telling me, hey, you need to I've got a quest for you. You need to come talk to me. Different things in the water that you can pick up, or in this case, so that's what this little ring here is, go pick this up. And let's see what we got. Little loot box here. Elegant flower seeds. Excellent. Or one of these trace Pokemon habitats. It's just the minute that you're trying to do a task, there's so many things that are, and we already know this one, that are pulling your attention away from getting that task done. And somebody with ADHD, I'll be completely honest, I'm struggling with that with this game. That I just constantly feel like I should be getting more and more done, and I'm constantly getting pulled in other directions. And now that's fun. Again, there's so much to do. There's so much content in this game. But I'll be honest, it's not been relaxing for me. It feels a little bit like work, making sure that I'm getting all these things done. And on top of that, there is just mess everywhere. Everything is half finished. And that causes stress in my life. As you can see, there's just like broken planks and stones and walls that have fallen down. And I have no way of being able to make this material yet. So, I've built this cute little house. There's a Slowbro in there, apparently, right now. I've got my little statues out front and like little Arcanine plush in here. And so that kind of stuff is fun. You can do the same kind of thing that you can do in, say, Dragon Quest Builders. But it is distracting when I'm just trying to get one thing done and 10 things have popped up. And all of this mess makes me feel like shit. It makes me feel like I'm not actually progressing anything. I'm just making more of a mess. So, for instance, Torkoal made me build him a path to this Pokemon Center, and I ran out of materials halfway through. And this just is, to be honest, stressing me out. On top of that, though, actually doing anything takes a lot of time. And I think before going into that, let's talk about the main loop of the game. You're creating little environments. So, for instance, Torkoal here, he's chilling. He wanted 4 mossy things next to water. And that's how you get Torkoal to spawn. That's brilliant. You've got this connection to the land that you're building. You're putting stuff together, and then the Pokemon pop up and talk to you, and that feels so good and rewarding when that happens. When you kind of almost solve the puzzle of the different pieces you need to put together, and then once you do that, you can rehome them. You can move them into homes and get their living situation pretty well situated. And I haven't done very much of that. They're just like, this one is Ekans, but I just killed his home. Oh, he's gonna be bummed. Yeah, I just killed his home. Well, let's get him. Let's rehome him, because there was flowers here. See, this is the kind of distraction that I'm talking about. We're gonna put him in this house. Yeah. So the actual gameplay loop of doing that and then doing the quests. So we're just gonna tell him to move in here. Yes, you sure can. So now he lives there, and we can make that house better for Ekans. There's quests. We open this and go to the requests. Like, we're working on this time to party one right now, and that's very fun. I enjoy working on these quests, but the act of doing anything is slow. So, for instance, this is unfinished, and that's causing me pain at the moment. If I want to build more of these blocks, I need lumber. Now, there's limited amounts of lumber on the ground, but mostly what you're going to be doing is getting small logs and then getting Pokemon to process that. So let's find some small logs. We can find some lumber on the ground, but like if we go up here, we can cut down this tree. Get these small logs. Then go over to Dartrix to go and turn this into lumber so that we can make what we need. The issue is that this is an incredibly slow process. So now we talk to this to do the processing. So now I've got to hear about his quest. This is another thing that I need to do, is go make this guy a salad. I don't want to take him with me. I'm trying to talk to him right now. Yeah, so I've already got lumber waiting for him. So that's part of the issue here, is that if we show him the small logs that we just picked up, there's 11 in our inventory. There you go. And we want to make some lumber. Okay, we give him the small logs. It's now going to take him like half an hour to process that. So we're going to just watch him start swatting away at this for the next half an hour. So it's a good thing that we've already had some, and that's probably the most efficient way of doing this, is then going and building it ourselves. This should feel boring at this stage, right? This feels kind of grueling. You're watching me and going, why is this important? This is a bad video. This is taking so much time. We finally got our crisscross wooden flooring, so we can go and finish this. But that's the problem, right? This is such a slow process of just getting anything done. Feels so awful. Like just selecting a block, you need to open the inventory, and if you want to select another one, you got to open the inventory. Now obviously there's ways around this, like displaying this handy bag at the bottom, so now we can do this. But now all your controls change, and I need to swap this out with that one, and now we can do this. But even the act of placing these blocks down takes forever. So I don't remember it being this bad in Dragon Quest Builders. I feel like you could just go plop, 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 but you're just waiting for animations to finish. You're just like, boom, he's got to do the whole spit up animation, then it's got to fall in before I get control of the character again. And this just feels so much slower than it should be. And it makes me not want to build anything extravagant. Like this house probably took an hour just to throw that together. And that is an issue to me. It's slow, and the argument can be made here that it's forcing me to slow down, it's forcing me to stand back and enjoy the grass or smell the flowers, so to say, but it's just getting in the way of a game that is kind of built around efficiency and building things. It's borderline like base builder, it's almost giving me like Factorio vibes in how you can set things up, but it's so inefficient at doing that, and that makes the game feel very slow paced to me. And that's why I think in 15 hours I haven't actually gotten anything done. It's because I'm just being pulled in so many directions, and it takes so long to do any one thing. One example of this is I need to bring a whole bunch of Pokemon to the cookout that we're building right now. So I'm going to talk to this Machoke, get him to follow me. Now, you can get up to 5 Pokemon to follow you. And look, this is cute. This is fun. I love Pokemon. So I love seeing all the little Easter eggs and Pokemon Easter eggs. And, like, I'm dressed up as Brock. Like, all that is fun. But to do this mission, I got to bring this Machoke to this, hit OK, and then go. And you can bring 5 of them. But, like, you need to go and search for all of these to even start progressing this mission. And so even though I have all of the pieces for this to move forward, I need to just start running around and finding where all these Pokemon are, and that is such a slow process. Don't get me wrong though, I do love this game. The stress of this half-built house aside, I am having so much fun with this. I genuinely think it's probably the best Pokemon game since Black and White 2, so like 2010, 15 years. Because it's just so polished and there's so much to do in it, so much content. So yeah, it's definitely fun. It's definitely good. I think it's too big, frankly, to play 15 hours and be so little of the way through this. There's so much that I haven't unlocked and explored. There's still half the moves I can use. Yeah, there's just so much to this game. So if you're kind of a passive, I hate using the word gamer, but if you're like, oh yeah, I kind of just want one game to play for 100 hours, just an hour here or there, this is it. This is absolutely perfect for that. If you're kind of more like me and kind of just blitzing through games to get to the next one, or to kind of experience them as a story or as an experience, this I recommend playing this alongside something else, and that's certainly what I've been doing. Is it's kind of been when I've got half an hour between jobs, or half an hour between doing things with my day, I play a little bit of this, but it's not like I'm not sitting down and playing for hours and hours at a time. That being said, I did lose about 4 hours the other day playing this. So overall, I think that this package is great. I think it looks beautiful. Performance, 60 frames a second. I can't tell you. I think I'm exporting this video in 1080p, so I can't tell you what the actual resolution is, but it looks great. Runs great. Music is great. All the Pokemon in it are great. There's also, it's not just Kanto. There's Pokemon from all generations, and that's really good to see. The variety of Pokemon has been awesome, and again, yeah, this audio just, it's impressive how good some of this stuff is. Yeah, you can build, you can see my railway got clogged up, but yeah, parts of this game are brilliant, and parts of it I just wish was a little bit faster paced. But yeah, that's it from me. Thank you for watching. If you actually made it this far, there'll be plenty more where this came from. But yeah, and tell me, are you enjoying Pokopia? You let me know. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.